Want to get your business in front of real sports fans? The Fade Route with D and Z reaches over 1,000 listeners every month. We drop fresh episodes every week and stay active on social media so your brand doesn't just get heard, it stays top of mind. Ooh. Local, loyal, and ready to spend. That's our audience. Are you ready to be part of the in crowd?
Yes!
Let's talk about how we can increase your foot traffic or get people to visit your website. Email us today and or message us on our socials so we can find the best packages for you. You can hit us up at faderoutemail@gmail.com and find us on our socials at Fade Route Podcast. Time to run the go route and talk to you next week.
T-minus 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff.
Coming at you from the AO Studios. It's the Fade Route with D and Z. Here are your hosts, D and Z.
Powered by Riverside FM.
Coming at you live from the AO Studio.
Ayo.
It's the Fade Route with D and Z. I am D, and we've got a great show for you tonight.
Yep.
The New York Rangers decide to blow it up. The 2026 Hall of Fame class is announced, and we discuss who could be going into the Hall of Fame next year. We begin today's show with the Super Bowl, and what a Super Bowl it was. The Seahawks are Super Bowl champions as they stomped on the Patriots 29-13. Some people say the game was boring, while others say it was a beatdown. How would you describe Super Bowl 60?
If you like defensive football, this was the game for you. 6 sacks, 2 picks. That's a pretty good day if you're a fan of defensive football. If you're a fan of the New England Patriots, you are kind of wondering what the hell happened. And 78 total yards in the first half. They clocked Bad Bunny during his halftime show, and Bad Bunny actually traveled more yards than the Patriots gained in the first half of the Super Bowl.
Wow.
That's a telling statistic right there. There was no offensive creativity whatsoever. You're expecting, in the past, you expect Josh McDaniels to come up with something, right? You had, Edelman with the pass out of the backfield, James White. Like, you've had guys in the past who can thrive in the gadget play. They played this game straight up. Like, I was so surprised that the Patriots actually tried to play them straight up. And they just had no answer. Absolutely had no answer. Will Campbell and his really tiny arms had no chance to block on that left side of the line. Drake May was seeing ghosts. We talked about Sam Darnold seeing ghosts and how he needed to exercise some demons. Well, he did. Drake May is the one who's seeing ghosts on Sunday, right? You're feeling the pressure. All of a sudden, got to get rid of it quick. And then 3 plays later, no pressure to speak of. And he's just off his rhythm. He's off his game. He's sailing passes. They didn't get him out for a run. Like, they didn't get just. I don't know what the game plan was. Like, looking at that, I don't know what the game plan was. Because you figure that Seattle is an all-around solid defense. So playing straight up like that was going to be a nightmare. So use Drake May's legs. Stephon Diggs was a non-factor. Like, completely a non-factor in the game. Like, immediately after the game, people are thinking about A.J. Brown as a Patriot. And, okay, sure, fine, why not? But this was an ass whooping of epic proportions on the defensive side for Seattle. Kenneth Walker had a really good game. Pretty much in our analysis, everything we said that needed to happen for the Seahawks to win happened. Everything that we said the Patriots needed to avoid, they could not avoid. And it was exactly what we expected it to be. Now, we're going to talk about Sam Darnold later, but he didn't really have to do all that much. With Kenneth Walker, chugging along to a Super Bowl MVP, he was tasked with not screwing it up. And Sam Darnold in the beginning, like in that first half, 50%, very lackluster, was able to make the adjustment. He did have a passing touchdown, threw for 202, I think. So I would say that it was a stout defensive performance and just a very lackluster offensive affair for Super Bowl 60.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I didn't have a problem with it. I enjoyed it. The first half was a bunch of field goals. I felt like the Patriots defense really kept them in it. I agree with you. I didn't really know. I'm not sure what the Patriot game plan was. I'm going to save the next segment to talk about Drake May, but from the Patriots defense kept them in it. I mean, they kept them out of the end zone. They only kicked field goals, I believe, up until the fourth quarter. I believe it was 9-0 at halftime, and then I believe it was 12-0 in the third quarter, and then they threw the touchdown pass in the fourth quarter. It was a testament to. You had McDonald, who's a 38-year-old coach who knows defense. They schemed it up. They were timing the snap. They knew how to what the calls were going to be. They were ready for third and long passes. They were blitzing their corners. Drake May wasn't really surveying the field before the pre-snap. Guys were coming free, and guys were coming to hurt people. When Drake missed the passes, his receivers were blown up. Whether you caught the ball or not, you were fucking blown up. Because that's what a good defensive coach teaches, right? That's how they teach the game to be played. I didn't think it was boring. I enjoyed it. I didn't feel like it was defensive either. I felt it was a football game. One team was making moves and pushing the ball. The other team was having a lot of difficulty and really didn't figure it out until the fourth quarter and until it was really too late. I could have saw a defensive player getting the MVP because Kenneth Walker didn't get into the end zone.
No, he didn't.
So
that's true.
I didn't see. I get, he was their X factor. The Patriots really didn't have an answer for him, but I would have been fine with them giving it to any of the Seattle defensive linemen. I would have been fine with them giving it to the linebacker who picked him off and ran it in for a touchdown.
Yeah.
I didn't think this, and Sam definitely wasn't the MVP. I agree with you said is that don't screw this up, Sam. Let's take what they give you. They're playing two safeties. Don't throw the ball downfield. Check it down. We'll run the ball. We have no problem punting on fourth down. They never trailed. They were never in a position where they needed to be aggressive. So take what they give you. If it's not there, that's cool. We'll run the ball on third down. That's what we're gonna do here. So
completely,
So I'm fine with it. I don't think it was boring. I was taking the train with somebody today and told me that they felt it was boring. It was a waste of their time. They actually fell asleep. They fell asleep during the Super Bowl and woke up when it was over and found out that they hit on their box and won $1,500.
So it would turn out to be a very exciting game then after the fact.
After the fact, yeah. But I mean, I thought I wonder what it would have been like if Denver made it with a healthy Bo Nix. I wonder what the game would have been like if Josh Allen had made it. I'm just wondering if they would have put up a bigger fight because there was no situation in any time in that game where Seattle was on the ropes.
No.
Or they
no
were
point.
concerned. Even when they were up 6-0 by only field goals, they got to the red area again, and McDonald's like, yeah, I could get another field goal.
I mean, you could have given Jason Myers.
Yes, and him too.
Points.
He broke the record for the most points for a field goal kicker, right? Yes, he would have been I think he could have been the MVPs too. Yeah.
100%. 14 out of the team's 29 points, something like that. So yeah, like that. If any time to give the kicker an MVP, for sure. I know Pat McAfee was kind of politicking for it on X.
A former Jet.
Yeah, why not? Yeah. You know, Marist's own. Like, who knew Marist had a football team?
Game. Darnold and
Jets and Giants.
Leonard. So yeah.
Yeah, man. You also had Julian Love with a pick. You had Leonard Williams, who was there. That's awesome.
Yes.
Good job. Where does this team rank? Where does this defense rank in terms of comparison to the Legion of Boom? Like,
No. They're no Legion of Boom. They're no 2001 Ravens. They're no 1985 Bears. They're okay. They were good defense. They did what they had to do. They had, I believe, 16 pressures,
and
6 sacks.
Yeah,
they got after it. They got after it on two rookie offensive linemen, and a shaky line and a second-year quarterback. So I mean, yeah, they did what they had to do. But no, I mean, if you look at what the Legion of Boom did to Peyton, yeah, that was domination, Holmes. That was. That's not what this. I mean, they ruled the day, but they're no Legion of Boom.
Big Fork Brands brings bold bacon sausage, paleo pork jerky, and Chicago-style sauces to your table. Enjoy rich, smoky flavors made with sustainable ingredients and chef-crafted care. Enjoy an exclusive 20% discount with our promo code DNZ. Find them at bigforkbrands.com. That's 20% off using our promo code DNZ at bigforkbrands.com.
Moving on to Drake May. Drake May played like Drake maybe. Maybe you're gonna be the one to save me.
Not on
Most
Sunday.
of the night, getting the majority of the passing yards in the fourth quarter. I believe he broke the record for the most passing yards in a quarter. Not doing anything in the first half. Dan Marino was the youngest quarterback to ever play in a Super Bowl, and he never made it back. Will Drake May get a chance to redeem himself?
27-43, 295, 2 tutties, 2 picks, 5 rushes for 37 yards.
And a lost fumble.
So, not great. Not great by, most of that is stat padding in garbage time, like you said.
All fourth quarter.
Yeah. Well, no, it's garbage time. Like, there was at no point, and you said it, at no point did it feel like the Patriots were ever going to put up a fight. And there was never, and to say that about a New England Patriot team that was non-competitive. It felt non-competitive. And that's saying something. But he's 24. The question is, will he get a chance to redeem? Like, will implies that it's guaranteed, right? And Dan Marino felt the same thing. Like, shit, I'm here. Like, I'll be back.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, Dan Marino was never back. You get a guy like Jim Kelly who went 4 years in a row. Yeah, 0-4. Like, how many times did Elway go before he finally won?
5.
Yeah.
4 or 5.
So, will he get back? It remains to be seen. Can he get back is the more accurate question. Sure. Why not? He's only 24, right? Now, they need to invest in that offensive line because that was absolute garbage.
Said that they're sticking with Will Campbell at tackle.
Okay. He wasn't great before he got hurt. And
he was playing hurt.
He was playing hurt. He was playing hurt. Give him that. Tough it out. Drake May was playing hurt. They shot up his shoulder. So they need to shore up the offensive line. Because what you don't want to happen is the Joe Burrow situation. Joe Burrow made it. Hasn't sniffed it since.
Mm-hmm.
Can barely stay on the field.
Hasn't been healthy.
Right. Why? Because he got paid Chase got paid. Higgins got paid. That offensive line sucks.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something that you want to avoid, right? You want to protect your investment. And it's something you need to shore up. You need to get him a better crop of skill position players. Like Mac Hollins cannot be your best receiver. Stephon Diggs cannot be a show.
He arrived like an asshole to the Super
Hannibal
Bowl.
Lecter, what the fuck was that?
What ass clown.
Yeah, so I didn't get that one.
Clown.
He's actually a really interesting follow on TikTok.
He's gonna throw a fucking party for himself, a parade for himself. Awful.
It looked like Halloween. It looked like something out of Halloween. But like you have to contend with Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, eventually Patrick Mahomes again. Maybe Fernando Mendoza will be good. Who knows? Like, who knows with that kid? Because he's an unproven. Trevor Lawrence had a good year. Maybe Trevor Lawrence gets it going. And that's just the AFC quarterbacks. That's just the AFC, right? If he happens to make it back, then you got to worry about Sam, Baker, in the short term, Matthew Stafford, maybe Jordan Love. You have a lot of guys at the quarterback position right now who are very unproven. And you got a guy like Dak, right? Who knows? It's the will part. Will implies that it's guaranteed in the future. And you really can't guarantee any of this stuff. But there is a pathway forward. You need to learn from this. You need to learn what you did well and what you did poorly. And that was protect Drake May. Because Drake May, when he has a clean pocket and when he can escape, he's a darn good quarterback. He's second in MVP voting. Like that's him on the high end. What you saw was the worst of him because you couldn't protect him. Kid got beat up. 5 the week before? 5 the week before that, like just getting pounded. Absolutely pounded. So there's significant work that needs to be done to this roster. I know that it takes time. And I think the one thing that's good is that with Vrabel and with Drake May, free agents may want to start to come back to New England. I know towards the end of Belichick's tenure, it started to get hard to attract people to come to New England. So maybe, just maybe, like people will say, hey, I kind of like what you guys are doing in that program and I want to come play with Drake May. Whether that is, whether that's AJ Brown or, if you get, an elite right tackle or elite left tackle, right? Who knows? But the bottom line is this. It's possible. Nothing is for certain, but it is definitely possible that the Patriots and Drake May can make it back.
Yeah, for me, I actually watched the Super Bowl again yesterday. And I actually got to see Drake May live. I got to see him play the Jets on their last home game. The guy that played the last 5 games of the regular season was not the same guy we saw in the playoffs.
Right.
So I want to believe that he is hurt. He said today that he will not be having any surgery. His arm just needs rest. I don't know. To me, it kind of feels like bullshit. This guy had a 72% completion percentage this year. He was just above 60 for this game. For his career, he's a 70% accurate quarterback. Again, 62% in this game. He blatantly missed guys where guys were like, "Yo, you throw him. That was for me." Like we're surprised. It's like, "Oh, where's that? Who's else running around on this side?" I mean, one of the interceptions went right to a guy. Like there's nobody around him. Went right to a guy.
Where'd he go?
He didn't seem to put a lot of mustard on any of the passes. No. Even the touchdown pass he threw, not that it was a lob, but it was an air ball. Like it was a moon ball. He put some air under it, and it was a beautiful pass, and the person caught it. He short-armed guys. He threw over guys' heads. He got people blowed up. Coming to the line of scrimmage, his pre-snap reads, he looked like he didn't look left and right. He kind of just got under center and called the play. You had guys coming free, burying him. And
right.
Listen, the Patriots played a cupcake schedule, you can argue, and they masked a lot of their issues on the offensive line. But people were coming free. Like, go get him. Like, DeMarcus Lawrence came free on a play.
Yeah.
So even they were timing his snap. So 3rd and long, they started sending their corners because number one, he's not changing up the snap count, and number two, he ain't even looking over here. Just go. Guys are getting running starts. How could you ever be? Of course, you're going to feel like you're rushed. They're in the backfield before you even got the ball. Then you have a situation where he didn't run. His over-under, I think, on rushing yards was 40 for the game. I don't think he ran at all.
He only had 37.
Oh, so wow, just shy under it. They always nail that shit.
Henderson couldn't get going. Stevenson couldn't get going.
But
that would have taken some pressure off of him if they got the running game going.
A large part of that, I think, was just whatever situation he was in. Because I agree with you. Run the ball. And, I'm going to bury Mike Vrabel later, and I texted you in live time. Put in Tommy Cutlets. Even if you're not going to put him in, have him warm up.
Yeah.
Just to maybe get a fire under him. He didn't seem fiery. Like, Tom Brady talks about the year they played Seattle. He said it was a Saturday. It was a Saturday night. He just had dinner with his family. Coming out of dinner, he said, you know what? I just don't feel good about the red area. And he called Josh McDaniels. Josh, I don't feel really good about the red area. Can we go over it? Yeah. Where are you? He said, I'm on my way back to the hotel. He's like, all right, I'll meet you in the meeting room. They were in the meeting room for 4 hours. They literally watched all of the Seahawks defensive plays in the red zone. They came up with a package of plays they liked, and they scored on 2 of them that they ran at the Super Bowl. Drake may call Josh McDaniels on Saturday night. No, I doubt it.
No.
Did Josh McDaniels have some kind of epiphany where he didn't feel comfortable with 3rd and 9? Or he didn't like what was in the package for 2nd and 8? I don't think so.
Dude, it looked like a preseason offense. It looked like, let's not show them anything. Yeah. This is the time to show them something.
It just seemed very...
It's the Super Bowl, goddammit.
Like I said, it just seemed very conservative. And you were talking about Stephon Diggs. They had an answer for Stephon Diggs. We're going to make you throw it. Throw it.
Yeah.
And they couldn't. I'm just telling you, see, if you go back and watch the game, Hunter Henry, he calls hike. Hunter Henry's open right away. Turn and throw it to him. He airmails it over his head, and he gets Hunter Henry blown up. Like, listen, they know what the situation was. 2 weeks ago when he played in Denver, he only had 59 yards passing in the first half. Even the losing quarterback had more yards passing, and it was snowing for him too.
Yeah.
So either they knew he was hurt and they were going to try to mask it, or he's got some problems. He's got some issues. It just seemed like the situation was too big. It seemed like he didn't feel comfortable. I get it. The guys are getting pushed back into you. Okay, roll out and throw it downfield. It was like he was staying in the pocket, like thinking, okay, he's getting back up into me, but I'll be able to throw it over him. Then what happens? The guy grabs your jersey through the guy, and everyone goes down.
Yeah.
Like, roll out. Get comfortable.
Something.
Look like you've do this before. Like,
or
you
even
just
from an offensive line standpoint, like max protect,
so manila.
chip, something. Something.
Start throwing tosses. Start tossing the ball to the outside. They called a couple of screens. Why? What were you calling screens for? They were getting pressure with fucking 4 guys.
James White ain't walking through that door.
I don't know. It just seemed like when I watched the tape, it didn't seem like the guy that I saw light the Jets up for 5 touchdowns and had 14 points in 6 minutes. And I get it. The Jets are bad, but he looked like an MVP. He didn't look like an MVP. Stafford lost the conference championship. He went down swinging. He looked like an MVP in that game. So,
yeah.
But
Honestly, we're talking about, you mentioned it before, like, what would it be like if a healthy Bo Nix was it?
I wonder.
What the fuck? Jared Stidham, man. Like, Jared Stidham would have put up a better performance if the Broncos won. I really believe that.
We played decent until it started to snow.
Right. And you weren't going to get that in Santa Clara.
He did some stupid shit, but I mean...
But how much of that was on Sean Payton, too?
2 weeks worth of practice to get ready for the game. And I said it. I said that, I thought the Broncos would win that game. Yeah. And in 2 weeks, he would have Stidham ready to play against the Legion of Boom or the Seattle Seahawks. Molly Bees offers unforgettable artisan crafted cookies. Molly Bees Gourmet Cookies brings creative, unique cookies straight to your pantry. No cookie shop required. With bold, unforgettable flavors, they're the ultimate treat for any occasion. Enjoy an exclusive discount when you use my promo code DANDZ, and you could be using that at mollybz.com.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Sam Darnold. He did not win the MVP. No. He did not turn the ball over. But he did go to Disneyland today.
Woo!
Steve Young thinks the Seahawks have their quarterback for the next 10 years. Do you?
The scene of Sam Darnold on the teacups is just fucking amazing.
He wouldn't spin it, right?
No, he's just staring there.
Just sitting there, right?
Just like, why am I here? Here, put the Mickey ears on. No.
Fuck off.
God damn it. He looks so uncomfortable, and it's so great. Like, that's fantastic. Do they for the next 10 years? I'm hesitant to say yes, just from the standpoint that it took Sam Darnold 7 years to finally get decent. So he was in the wilderness for a while. Now, I understand that the Jets were not a great situation for him, and neither was Carolina. And he seemed to find it later on. He's 28. So what you're really saying is, like, I'll have this guy till he's almost 40. I can't see it. I really can't see him being the guy until he's 38. I mean, I think he'll have a solid career. You know who I think he's going to be? And it's another Seattle Seahawks quarterback. I think he could have a Russell Wilson type career. Fine, underappreciated even. Like, there was no mention, just for a second here, there was no mention of Russell Wilson at all. Like, it was crazy to me that they just, like, they Chris Benoit him. Like, he was completely erased from Seattle history. It's like, yeah, Marshawn Lynch on the goal line, yada yada. Russ was there. Russ also was there. It wasn't just Sherman and Chancellor, Earl Thomas. No, you had Russ. And I think that Sam Darnold could be a solid player who shows flashes of brilliance, who's got a moonball. Sam can throw it. It's never been an issue of arm talent. It's been the in-between the ear talent for Sam Darnold. And he finally figured it out 2 years in a row. Now, as you get older, the game speeds up on you. Are you going to be able to keep up with that? I think you can probably get a few good years. Like, he'll probably into his mid-30s, maybe 34, 35. I don't think he makes it all the way to 38. I don't think he makes it 10 years. But I think you have a solid quarterback and you have a good situation of sustained excellence for a good period of time. And you should be very happy if you are the Seattle Seahawks, because you do have your guy. He demonstrated that he is the guy. Congratulations to Sam Darnold. He shut a lot of people up, right? Including me. Like, he shut a lot of people up with his performance. All he had to do was not fuck it up. And he did. So, good job.
So you think you think he shut you up?
He did. But he's still, you got to do it again. Like, you got to keep doing it. This is a prove it league. You got to keep doing it. Because Geno Smith had 2 good years, and now look what happened to him.
Yeah. So Russell Wilson was there until he was 33. and that's when it started to dip for Russell Wilson. So he was
an
over
older
500,
rookie, right?
24-year-old rookie.
Yeah, so he was on the older side.
So he had a winning record all his years in Seattle, Pro Bowler all his years in Seattle, up until his last year. He was a Pro Bowler, but they finished under 500 and they shipped him out.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give the same window to Sam. I say for the next 5 years, he's their quarterback. I think he's proven that he's kind of figured this thing out. I don't know how he'll do with a new offensive coordinator, but it'll be his third offensive coordinator in the last 3 years, right?
True.
I agree with you that a lot of it is up in his head. A lot of it's between his ears. But I think when he was in San Francisco, he learned how to play quarterback. That's my opinion. And Kyle Shanahan will disagree with me because he said Super Bowl Sunday, he said, we loved Sam. We thought he was really great. And there was nothing wrong with Sam. The only thing that we had an issue with is sometimes he tried to do too much. And we had to teach him to take what they give you. There's a third down, there's a fourth down, there's other plays. And sometimes he felt pressured to do more. And it was just take what they're giving you. And so but I think that comes with being in the league and learning from what you've been around and what you've done. So I think he'll be there for the next 5 years. When he gets around 33, 34, they'll start looking for a new quarterback. But I think the future is bright for him. I think they're a playoff team next year. Kenneth Walker will be probably leaving. I doubt they re-sign him. They have Charbo. I'm sure they'll draft a running back. I think Kenneth Walker will be gone, but they have Smith and Jigba, who's awesome. Curious what they do with Shaheed. I don't know if his contract is up, but they should bring him back because he's a great kick returner and he's a great too. Barner, I think he's a good tight end and he has the ability to ascend. I think he could be a 6 touchdown a year guy. And Will McDonald is 38 years old and he knows defenses. I think they could be like the next Ravens, really. I think that could be a place where, they're going to play very good defense every year, and it's just they'll go as far as their offense will take them because they're going to be able to shut people down. The thing that's tough about them is they're in a really tough division. The Rams are still good. The 49ers are good. And you would eventually think that the Cardinals will, kind of get their shit together. But I like what Seattle did. I love Sam there. I'm glad he found his home. I think Seattle will be his home for some time.
I am concerned about Kubiak leaving and who is going to take his place. That does seem to matter a little bit here because, like you mentioned, OC helped out in Minnesota. You had Kyle Shanahan unlock something in San Francisco, and Kubiak took him over the top this year in Seattle. Who's the voice, right? Because you need a guy that can speak Sam Darnold. And I don't know who that is right now. Because a guy that would be interesting is Cliff Kingsbury, but he's going to the Rams, right? So you have a situation where he's going to the division rival. You have, unless you have somebody on your staff that you believe in, that's gonna, keep Kubiak's system. The key is continuity here because up until recently, Sam Darnold has none. He has had none.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that stability finally unlocked the potential that was Sam Darnold, and to kind of reset the clock, you might see a little bit of a dip. He's still good enough, that team is still good enough, but you may not get the last 2 years. You may get a good Sam Darnold, but you may not get the last 2 years worth of Sam Darnold. So the voice matters here, and the Seahawks need to make sure that they get somebody competent, and they need to get somebody who is more than capable. Elevate your protein game with Clear Whey Protein Powder. Lactose-free, sugar-free, and refreshingly delicious. Perfect for a flavorful, protein-packed boost. That's Clear with a K. Go to clearprotein.com, enter promo code DNZ for 20% off any product. That's clearprotein.com. Clear with a K.
The Hall of Fame will induct Drew Brees, Roger Craig, Larry Fitzgerald, and Adam Vinatieri and Luke Kuechly into Canton in August. Any issue with those selections? Next year, we'll have Gronk, AP, Big Ben, and Richard Sherman become eligible. Will Eli, Kraft, or Bill Belichick make it next year?
Well, I was all ready to lay into Luke Kuechly for not playing long enough and getting into the Hall of Fame. 7 years. 8 years. 8 years.
8 years.
Yeah, I believe 8 years. So, 118 career games. So, 7 Pro Bowls, 7 All-Pros.
7 and 8 years.
18 picks. Yeah, 18 career picks. 12 and a half career sacks. 9 fumble recoveries. Like, okay, all right. Never won never won a chip. Was a defensive player of the year. The precedent was set, though, when you put Patrick Willis in.
Yeah.
And when you look at those two, because they're contemporaries, and they retired roughly around the same time, Patrick Willis had 20 and a half career sacks. Like, that's it. Like, Kuechly had 12 and a half. Right? 733 solo tackles. Kuechly had 690. They're eerily similar. But if one goes in, then the other's got to go in. So, like, I don't have a leg to stand on there. Roger Craig only had 73 career touchdowns. So 56 on the ground, 17 receiving. In 11 years. Okay. I'm sure. I mean, Vinatieri's as clutch as can come. Larry Fitzgerald was one of the greatest wide receivers of all time. Drew Brees set passing records. I don't have an issue with them. Like, the two that you could have issues with, Willis is in, so Kuechly's in, and Roger Craig's still, kind of a head scratcher to me. As far as next year, spin that forward. I think Gronk goes in. I think Adrian Peterson goes in. I think Richard Sherman goes in. I'm not sure about Ben just yet. I think Ben will get in, maybe not on the first go-round. You figure this with Kraft and Belichick, it was just a slap on the wrist. It was, fuck you guys for being so good for so long. For Spygate, for Deflategate. There's your real punishment. And it's really not that much of a punishment. So, for me, that's Gronk, Peterson, Sherman, Kraft, Belichick. I have a hard time if Eli hasn't been in. If he's not in now, I don't know. Because you're going to have a lot of other guys who are going to be retiring. You're going to have a lot of guys come and do. I think he's going to have to sit longer. And I think the 500 career record, even though you get the whole wins are not a quarterback statistic, it's a team statistic, then why are we bringing it up? Right? Why do people bring it up? That he had a 500 record. I think Eli's the outside looking in at least one more year.
So, what are the least amount of years a linebacker could play to make the Super Bowl?
I think you got to play 10. Like,
that's just to make the Hall of Fame.
I think you got to play 10. I just think I think for any position.
Okay.
I think for any position, or you have to be like above and beyond, right? Like, for me, like, to draw a baseball comparison,
you're down on Kuechly.
He was a fine player. He was a very good player with a good trajectory. retired because of the concussions, I understand that. Like, I sympathize, really.
Butkus played 9.
Well, what is
Butkus?
How does Butkus compare to Kuechly? Because if Butkus is far and away light years better, then you have the argument right there. Like, for me, longevity matters, but if you're gonna be, and to draw a baseball analogy, Sandy Koufax, right? Sandy Koufax is in the Hall of Fame. His window, his prime, his era was a very short time in his career. But in that time, he was the most dominant pitcher. Like, he was a lightning bolt. If you could be prolific in an extremely short time, okay. But you look at the numbers and it's just like, it's good. It leaves you wanting more.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my thing on Kuechly. It left me wanting more. Patrick Willis left me wanting more. And compared to a guy like Barry Sanders, right? Barry Sanders retired young, but he had done so much. Like, Barry Sanders was a force.
Yeah.
I just think you got to play 10. 10 is my number. Like,
10's your number.
Yeah, 10 is my number.
Sure. I mean, Drew Brees is an easy one for me. I mean, he pretty much like put New Orleans on the map, right?
Yeah.
They were no longer a joke. They won the Super Bowl. He set every passing record he could while he was there. There was nothing much more for him to do. So Drew Brees works for me. Larry Fitzgerald, I mean, yeah. I mean, I think people liked him because he was a nice guy. I'm not saying Larry Fitzgerald was, they got to the Super Bowl. They didn't win. Super talented. It's the Megatron thing. He was one of the best receivers of his time, right? That's why he's getting in. Roger Craig was like the first Marshall Faulk, right? I mean, he kind of set it up. I mean, they used to not pass to the backs. He was the first one to kind of get the ball out of the backfield and do something with it. 3-time Super Bowl champion. I don't have a problem with that. Adam Vinatieri, yeah, he should have been in. I mean, game-winning field goals in the Super Bowl. I mean, he's Mr. Clutch when it comes to kicking in the postseason. Kuechly, I think of Ray Lewis, right? I mean, I'd rather have Ray Lewis. I think of Brian Urlacher. I'd rather have Brian Urlacher. I mean, we want to go old time. I'd rather have Dick Butkus. I'd rather have Jack Lambert. So, like, he fits in, like you said, with the Patrick Willis thing. I think it is impressive that he had all those, you said 7 All-Pros in 8 years?
7 All-Pros, yeah.
That's impressive. It's tough. It's tough to play linebacker in the NFL, but then that's why you got to give credit to the guys that did it for a long, long time, right?
Right.
You telling me? I mean, for me, if I was voting, I'd have voted Eli in over Kuechly. I would have voted Robert Kraft in over Kuechly. I would have voted Bill Belichick over Kuechly. I mean, you didn't win. You got to win, man. Like, what about Takeo Spikes? Should Takeo Spikes get in? Should Donta Hightower get in? Donta Hightower is just as good as a linebacker as Kuechly was, right? He got, I think, 2 Super Bowl rings, right? It's like, where do we draw the line? Is Matt Milano going to get in? I mean, I don't know. I mean, Jonathan Vilma? No. You're not going to take Jonathan Vilma over Luke Kuechly? Jonathan Vilma got a ring. Yeah.
Jonathan Vilma was a solid linebacker.
Yeah.
So was Kuechly. Yeah, just you're naming guys that are kind of in that vein. Right. You're 100% right. Like a guy like Karlaftis eventually. Is George Karlaftis going to end up being a Hall of Famer? I don't know. I think that he's a try-hard guy.
Bill Romanowski, a Hall of Famer?
He was a Hall of Fame douchebag is what he was. spitting in people's
Bill
faces.
Romanowski is not. I mean, he's only 4-time champion, 2-time Pro Bowler. I guess that's why he's not in. But he played.
It's all the spitting and all that shit.
He's played 16 years.
Yeah,
he played 16 years.
You were afraid of Romanowski. You were absolutely afraid of Romanowski. 100%.
Oh, they both went to Boston College. That's wild.
That's surprising.
So that's my whole thing. I mean, and then as far as next year goes, see, this is the problem now. Because you didn't put Belichick and Kraft in, now they're still there. Eli's still there. I mean, Gronk's getting in, right? First ballot.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Adrian Peterson,
yes.
I think it's hard for him not to be.
Yeah.
Right? Now, you have a problem with Big Ben. What's the hang up with Big Ben?
I just
Why
think
wouldn't Big Ben be why wouldn't he be first ballot?
Well,
what did he not do? No MVPs?
No MVPs, one Super Bowl, and just was a solid. He's two-time
Super Bowl winner.
So, yeah, he was just a solid player, but I just don't see it, right?
Sherman? Richard Sherman, first ballot? He was the best corner of his time.
Yeah, but so was Nnamdi Asomugha. So,
But Sherman's got a ring, and he's part of Legion of Boom.
Right. So there are some, there are some distinguishing factors there, and Sherman did play at a higher level for a long time. I don't know. As far as Ben goes, it was very solid, but I just don't think in his era he really, he was up there. You're looking at, he was contemporaries with Breeze. He was contemporaries with Peyton Manning. He was contemporaries with Brady. I would have all three of those guys before Ben.
Okay.
I would. And I think Ben is probably the fourth or fifth. I mean, he was contemporaries with Rodgers. I might want Rodgers over him.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. And, he played hurt. He was always he always was banged up, and I respect the hell out of him. He's a warrior. He's actually definitely what you want. But I think that doing so also kind of took the tread off the tire and impacted his play. So he's going to get in. It's going to happen, right? Just like when Rivers...
Cam Newton?
Fuck no.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that. What, are you crazy? Yeah. But that's my example. You were talking about... I was talking about Sandy Koufax before. Cam Newton's high was so high that he's going to get consideration.
He said that if he played on the Patriots this past weekend, they would have won the Super Bowl.
Fuck that. Fuck off. What are you kidding me? Come on. Dude, you were on the Patriots. We saw that. And then you got cut, and you had that one good game with Carolina, and then you faded off into the sunset. You got benched for PJ fucking Walker. Lest we forget. So, no. Cam Newton just needs to stop. The game has passed you by. Just be a talking head. You're very good at calling attention to yourself with your hot takes. Have at it. Have at it. Because, no.
Yeah, he's got us talking about him.
Exactly. This is what he wants. And he won.
You can't help but smile when you see a balloon. PopstarsBalloons.com offers spectacular balloon decor for all of life's events, specializing in custom balloon creations and installations for private events, corporate and school functions, photo shoots, brand events, and fundraisers. Led by certified balloon artists, the Popstars Balloon team shape balloons into custom works of art. Popstar Balloons provides full concept balloon design, build and installation services, as well as pre-assembled decor pieces available for pickup or delivery. Popstar Balloons is a woman-owned, small family business focused on providing professional balloon services using only high-quality, 100% biodegradable natural latex balloons made in the US and Italy. They consistently prioritize the safest use and handling of balloons in a sustainable and responsible manner. Popstars Balloons is located in Westchester County, New York, but likes to party at events throughout New York City, Connecticut, Long Island, and New Jersey. Popstars Balloons can also accommodate balloon decor services for destination events. No event too big, no event too small, and their custom personalization service is the perfect touch. They also offer a full line of event decor options like backdrop, prop rentals, tablescapes, dessert table setups, custom signs, and they always deliver with a smile. Whether you're looking for gift balloons, classic decor, or large-scale design for a big impact, Popstars Balloons will create the perfect decor for your theme, vibe, and space. So if you have an idea in mind or need inspiration, Popstars Balloons decor will be the cutting edge and spectacular. Visit popstarballoons.com to pop your next event. The topic everybody's waiting for. The New York Rangers have decided to blow it up. They traded star player Artemi Panarin to the LA Kings for Liam Greentree and conditional draft picks. What is the Rangers' path forward? Did they get enough? Because Artemi Panarin was a pretty hot commodity. I heard a lot of teams were interested, including the Blackhawks.
They got a conditional third that could be a second if the Kings win a playoff round. If they win 2 playoff rounds, they get an additional a 4th round pick. So it can end up being 3 picks. And this apparently Greentree is their top prospect coming from LA. No, I don't think for the guy who led your team in scoring 3 consecutive seasons, I don't think you got enough. And you're retaining 50% of his salary. You sold him for 10 cents on the dollar. What the fuck? Like Chris Drury, what kind of damning pictures does he have of Jim Dolan? Goodrow, Trouba, Kreider, Kakko, Hedl, Panarin. Trocheck's next. Trocheck's fucking next. Shesterkin's lucky he's hurt. Otherwise,
right?
Trouba, Goodrow on waivers, Kreider. It's just, dude. Chris Drury has run this team into the fucking ground. 2 seasons ago.
Who hired this crew?
Just 2 seasons ago, we were at your house for your birthday watching the Rangers fucking Panthers. We were there. We were watching that. Did they win? No. But you could make an argument that if you reinforced that team, they could have been in the Stanley Cup Finals the next season. But no. Oh, Goodrow's a problem. We got to get rid of Goodrow. Oh, now you pissed off Trouba. And away we go. We just had to get JT Miller back. Mr. I don't have any answers for you. I don't know what you want me to say. You're the fucking captain. You figure your shit out. Figure it out. Ugh. They're going backwards, and they're going backwards fast. This is not a retool. This is a complete... you signed Gavrikov in the offseason. You try to make this work. This team is just inept. They can't defend. Outside the top 3, they can't score. Sullivan doesn't have many options there. Right? Is Mika gonna waive his no trade clause? There's no, because everybody had a no movement. Everybody you get one and you get one. It's like Oprah. Look under your chair. You got a no movement clause. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. And there's one person to blame for this. It's Chris motherfucking Drury. And it looks like he's gonna get another chance to fuck this up. And expect a long and painful couple of years if you're the Rangers. Because he has not hit on his draft picks. Offman has not been good. Perreault not been what has been asked, not has been what's been reported, right? Lafreniere hasn't been great. When you look at a guy like Jack Hughes, just in New Jersey. They didn't hit on Kako. Concussions kind of robbed Hedel. Elias Anderson was terrible.
Where's Fox?
Fox might be, I think that Fox, I think he's on IR, but that's another guy. He probably would have gotten moved if he was healthy. It's like trade in Colorado. That's where you got him from anyway. So it's like you can't draft well. You can't trade well. How do you expect to get better? Throwing money at the problem didn't help because you brought in Gavrikov, you brought in Trocheck. Like, I don't know. I don't know how you expect to get better right now because those are the only three ways I can think of in order to infuse talent.
Who was their top draft pick a couple of years ago? Didn't they have a top 5 pick?
They've had a bunch. They had Lafreniere, they had Kako, they had Othman. It's just
I think I'm with you. I'm with you on. We're 5 years away from being 2 years away. Kind of that's how far it is. It just you're not going to compete at a high level with the teams in this conference. I mean, it's really there's no chance, and it sucks because you're wasting good years of Sherskin, which I don't know how it's going to pan out. I think, like you said, it's just going to be years of pain. Not missing the playoffs, fourth and fifth place finishes, first round exits. It's just it's not going to be pretty because the only way that they're going to make this happen, I think, is through the draft. I don't think there's anybody out there. There's not like a free agent coming up where we can say, okay, we can give him a ton of money to come here because it's going to be the same cycle again. It's going to be the same cycle again.
So if you're looking at it, you have, I'm not taking anybody in last year's draft class. Like, you just got here. So you have a guy like EJ Emery. Supposedly he's supposed to be the next big thing. We'll see with him. He's currently with the U.S. development team. Perot from 23 is who he is. Like right now, if you're looking at the 2022 draft, they have Noah Laba. He's actually on the team. He's getting third line minutes. Othman has been a bust. Lafreniere and Braden Schneider. Braden Schneider hasn't been great. But if you go all the way back to 2019, Matthew Robertson is actually playing decent when he's in the lineup. That was the same year as Capo Caco. Kratzov was shit. Niels Lundqvist, not Henrik. That was the year they had 3 draft picks. They got Keandre Miller. So they hit on 1 out of 3 that year. Elias Anderson and Philip Hedel, they hit on 1 of them. It's just not great. And you go down the line, and none of these guys have made an impact. The player development is not there. Scouting, what are we doing? That's the way you're going to get better. You're absolutely right. Because throwing money at the problem is not going to do it. You brought in Gavrikov, and I'm wondering why. I'm trying to figure out why. Like, this guy wanted to come here from the Kings. Why? Like, if it's just the money? Because we ain't winning. Just don't know. But it's going to get worse before it gets better. And I firmly believe that this team is going to be wholly unrecognizable. I got tickets. I'm going to see them against the Winnipeg Jets. I'm going to watch the Hartford Wolfpack, man. Like, I'm convinced right now that I'm going to see the Hartford Wolfpack play the Winnipeg Jets. And it's not going to be pretty whatsoever. More Labs Morning Recovery is the #1 alcohol recovery supplement that helps you wake up clear-headed and refreshed. Clinically proven and trusted by thousands, with 20 million plus bottles sold and a 4.9 star rating, it works. Try it risk-free. Enjoy an exclusive 25% off discount on any product using our promo code DNZ at morelabs.com. morelabs.com. That's 25% off using the promo code DNZ. morelabs.com.
So Marcell Ozuna, formerly of the Atlanta Braves, signed a one-year deal with the Pittsburgh Pirates yesterday. Nick Castellanos is rumored to want out of Philly and could be dealt as early as next week. So which loss will be more impactful to these NL East teams?
I gotta say Marcell Ozuna because Castellanos is not doing himself any favors here. He has been he's been very vocal about how he does not like Rob Thompson's communication style.
Right.
He got pulled out of a game for not hustling last year. They were making a defensive change, and he got into Thompson's face about that. But it's just, dude, you're not a good outfielder. Everybody knows you're not a good outfielder. I think it's time to kind of let that one go. And it would be addition by subtraction, because you already replaced him with Adolis Garcia. Adolis Garcia is going to be the everyday right fielder for the Philadelphia Phillies. So I think if you can exercise Castellanos from that situation, and I mean, there are plenty of teams that would take him, right? Detroit for one, a reunion with the Tigers.
Verlander going back to Detroit.
I saw that. So you now have Skubal, Valdez, and Verlander. It's his retirement tour. Like I think it's official that he's on that retirement tour. Who else could use a right-handed power bat off the bench? Who can use a right-handed power DH?
Well,
right?
The Mets, right?
The Mets absolutely can use a veteran power bat.
It sounds like Lindor's hurt. Lindor's hurt.
He's got a fractured hamate bone in his hand.
Mike Trout knows all about that shit.
God damn it. Well, there you go. If you want, maybe they can finally facilitate that Mike Trout trade. We'll give you Castellanos. You give us Mike Trout. Like, it's a change of scenery for both guys. It's just crazy enough to work.
I just think this is the start of the fall of the Phillies empire. I mean, they had a window, and I just think that this window is starting to come apart. I don't think they're a better team without Nick Castellanos. I just don't think they are. I think you're saying he's not that good of an outfielder, but what is there? Adolis Garcia, what's his name?
Adolis, yeah.
Adolis Garcia was on my fantasy team last year. He ain't that great. He's okay. I mean,
Castellanos was roughly league average last year. So,
doesn't he have a thing where he doesn't strike out or he doesn't make errors? There's something about him where he's very good at something.
He has this weird thing about him where there's huge historic moments and he hits home runs. Like it's one of these weird he has impeccable timing. So it's one of those things that I guess you could call that being clutch. I suppose. But, Castellanos, 17 homers. It's decent pop. 252 average, somewhere in there. Like, it's okay. It's okay. What Ozuna can do for the Pirates, I think, is better. Because you have Ozuna, O'Hearn, Horwitz, you have O'Neal Cruz. Like, you're starting to put together an offense here.
Sounds like 70 wins.
Somewhere. Well, if they can get anything out of anybody not named Paul Skeens, it could be better. It could be. You got Pop. Fielding may be a challenge.
I think the Phillies are going to be the 2025 Braves. I think that just injuries will strike this team down, and despite all the talent they have, they're just not going to win games.
It's already happening. Zach Wheeler is going to start the year on the IL.
Yeah. Schwellenbach is starting the year on the IL for the Braves, but I think they're fine as far as outfielders are concerned. It'll be Acuna, Harris, and Profar. The rested Profar. So...
Just keep him out of GNC, and I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, so I think their infield's pretty solid, and Baldwin should be able to overtake Sean Murphy this year.
They just brought in Jonah Heim too, so you have catching depth. So you can even trade Sean Murphy if you want to.
Oh, I like Heim.
Yeah, Jonah Heim's a solid player.
He's really
I'm surprised
good.
they were able to get him. But yeah, for some reason, Brave fan.
That's a botch, huh?
Yeah.
How the Yankees missed out on Jonah Heim?
The Yankees miss out on a lot. The Yankees are running back the same team and expecting you to like it.
Run it back.
We're running it back. We're running it back. That's it.
Back in black.
That's all. Like, we're running the exact same team back. Yes, you won 94, but you're expecting guys to play above where they played last year, and they're going to have to. Like, you're the whole year of Schlittler and all that. That's a lot of ifs. It's a lot of questions. The Braves, I think the Braves are going to be, like, their luck is going to, it has to turn for the better. Just because, like, last year you were going to take him out back and shoot him. Like, it was that bad, you know? So, of the 3 injuries, Wheeler hurts the worst, Lindor hurts the second worst, and then Schwellenbach is 3, and if you're going to rank them. Because Wheeler's an ace. He's an ace, Cy Young Award winner. Like, you don't replace that. You don't. Sorry. Like, Lindor, like, it's going to be uncomfortable, but a 6-week recovery time, he'll be ready for opening day. He's not going to play in the World Baseball Classic. Couldn't get insurance. So, certain teams just are not able to get insurance with the World Baseball Classic. But, you give him the necessary time to rest, he'll be fine for opening day. And, Schwellenbach is one of many who's going to be in that rotation for the Braves. But I think I'm with you on the Phillies. This does feel like the beginning of the end, right? You brought back Schwarber. You brought back Real Muto. Another team is... We're just going to make a couple of cosmetic changes and see what we can get out of it.
Run it back.
Well, there we go. We're just gonna see if we can do it. We're still good enough to be at the top of this division. We lost Ranger Suarez. We didn't really replace him, but we're all right. It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna see, but I gotta think that the Phillies are gonna start sliding back a little bit, and the Braves and Mets are gonna be ready for them. Possibly closer than they actually appear in the rearview mirror.
Elevate your coffee routine with Strong Coffee Company's Black, Instant Blend, and Lattes. Both feature organic coffee, protein, MCTs, and adaptogens for sustained energy and mental clarity. You can use our discount, DANDZ, and you can use that code at strongcoffeecompany.com.
Fair or foul? Judging the more messed up stories of the week.
All right, boys and girls, we have some statements, and they're either fair or foul. Fair or foul number 1. Derek Carr contemplating a return to the NFL if the situation is right.
What motherfucking situation are you looking for, Derek Carr? Like, come on, man. The Colts needed a quarterback last year. They went with Phillip Rivers, who hasn't played in like 3 or 4 years, over calling your fucking dumbass. Like, are you kidding me, dude? Oh, if the situation's right. My God. You
right for who? Right for who?
Right for who? Like,
right for who?
What am I terminally ill?
Jesus. Like,
Derek Carr's on the line for what? He wants to know about our quarterback situation. Dear Lord.
That's how far we've fallen. Sell the team.
Sell the team.
Sell the damn team. Sell it. Throw in the damn towel. Throw in the damn towel.
God, we were that bad last year?
Jesus. Well, it's nice
What
to know
this
that
guy won? Who services? The Browns would rather start Shador Sanders than deal with your ass. Like, where are you playing?
the
Who's calling
Bengals.
you? I hope he thinks he's going to be a backup, right? I mean, he doesn't think he's going to start for somebody, does he?
Delusional.
Is he fucking Jordan coming back as 45? Oh yeah, you're just going to come back and play like nothing, never missed a beat. Just start throwing interceptions for touchdowns again
And complaining about his back. Yeah.
my back, my leg, my leg.
So it's nice to know that Derek Carr is
Got a sense of humor.
He does. He's got a second career as a comedian. That's fantastic. Like, what if the right situation is right? The Bengals started Jake Browning and then traded for Joe Flacco. Like they did that. Calling you. Right. Exactly. Like, again, to your point, Daniel Jones, his leg shattered. Anthony Richardson busted his own eye. And they call Phillip Rivers over you.
Derek Carr's on line 1. Who's on line 2? The janitor. Put the janitor through. What is he going to talk to me about? Like, what are we talking about here? Like, is he, like, did the reporter spit out his water when he fucking said that to him? I'm sorry, Phillip.
The Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings played Max Brosmer. They started Max fucking Brosmer over. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Like, come on, man.
I'd call Mark Sanchez before I call Derek Carr.
Oh man, sir, Derek Carr's on line 2. Oh fuck, what's Mark Sanchez up to? I think he's in prison. Let's see if we can get his ass out.
This ain't the California Penal League.
Like, are you kidding me? Like he accomplished so much in his career. Like he won so many playoff games. I could really help a contender. Do what? Get the first pick in the fucking draft?
Oh my god, it's hilarious. And to make matters worse, I don't even think he played in the playoff game that the Raiders qualified for.
That's right, he didn't.
He didn't.
I don't think he's ever played in a playoff game.
My god, man. Like, read the room.
That's how bad you are. And remember, he was like picking where he wanted to go. Remember, like where he'd get traded to.
I'll only go to New Orleans.
They're the only people that want you. So perfect.
I mean, in a crazy situation, like maybe the Texans would take a flyer on him to kind of, it's really,
I can't think of a team that would do that. I don't know any team that would be like signing up for Derek Carr.
No, I got nothing, man. I got nothing. And especially if he's delusional enough to think he's going to get a starting job. Like, no fucking way. No fucking way. Completely foul.
Derek, foul. Talking about the AF League? Is that what you guys are talking? Is that what you're talking about? Like,
you know what? The UFL starts in 2 weeks?
About the UFL, Derek?
Yeah.
You got a shot?
Why not? Why not? I mean, there's really nobody there that he can't beat out for a job. So UFL might be the place for Derek Carr. Fair or foul number 2. Christian McCaffrey gets comeback player of the year, and Matthew Stafford was voted MVP.
I think it's foul. I think C-Mac should have been the MVP. When you think about how many yards he had, how many touches he had a year after the serious, I mean, we were talking about him possibly not even playing again. I think this was a year where he could have really got both. I didn't really feel like Stafford was just like whatever, man. He was, if there was a year to give it to someone other than a quarterback, it would have been this year. Right? So no, I would have liked to have seen Christian McCaffrey get the MVP award.
I mean, he did all right. When you're looking at it, 1,200 yards, 10 tutties, solid. I mean, definitely comeback player of the year, because at this point he's majoring in comeback player of the year. Like, you might want to change the Chad Pennington award to the Christian McCaffrey award. This year was no clear runaway MVP favorite. No way. No, not even close. Like, we talked about Baker Mayfield. We talked about Sam Darnold. We talked about Jonathan Taylor. We talked about Drake May. We talked, this is the, why not? Why not Christian McCaffrey? But I'm fine with Matthew.
What about me? What about Raven?
Nevermore. Nevermore. But I'm fine with Matthew Stafford. Like, it was as good of a choice as any. He had, he had prolific numbers. He led his team to, he led his team into the playoffs. Solid. I mean, if you're gonna split hairs, like, maybe you would put Sam Darnold because of a head-to-head. But even then, like, the numbers outweighed, man.
Well, no, because Sam had a good year last year, too.
Yeah.
Or he couldn't get comeback player of the year.
No, but, as far as MVP, he could have got some MVP votes.
Yeah.
He definitely could have.
It's fair.
I'm fine with Matthew Stafford. I'm fine with Christian McCaffrey. This year was not a standout year for MVPs because you had a lot of different choices. And if you told me Jonathan Taylor, would have been fine with it. If you told me Christian McCaffrey, would have been fine with it. If you told me Baker Mayfield, if it was the beginning of the year, I would have been fine with it. If it was Sam Darnold, I'd be fine with it. If you wanted to stretch it and say Josh Allen, I'd be like, okay. Like, now you're starting to kind of stretch a little bit. Drake May, if you told me that Drake May was the MVP, okay, cool, fine. Like, the statistics bore that out. So we'll see what happens next year, but this was a weird year all the way around. You had a lot of solid performances. You had a lot of high performing teams in very few divisions. It's very interesting. You had the NFC West kind of running the show. Like, will that change? Most likely it will, just because of how cyclical the league becomes. But based on this year, it's fair. It's completely fair with how they were decided.
Step outside of your safe area and make a statement without saying much with FCK Clout Lifestyle Apparel. Embrace the colorful chaos and stay emotionally regulated in their graphic tees, hoodies, snapbacks, accessories, and more. Go to fckclout.com today and check out current season and past season merchandise for men and women. Get it while you can. That's fckclout.com. Check them out today. fckclout.com. Who's the best of the worst this week in sports? The Fade Store presents the Alleged Superstar of the Week Award.
All right, boys and girls, you know what time it is. It's time for the Alleged Superstar of the Week. You know how it goes. We put up a poll on our X account at FadeRouteDNZ and our Instagram poll at FadeRoutePodcast, and you vote. And you vote, and you vote, and you vote. And the winner of said vote gets us shouted on this here show and takes home the coveted ass trophy. And do you know who took home the coveted ass trophy last week, D?
I don't.
The NFL.
Ooh.
National Football League. But that was last week. This is this week. Who are your nominees for Alleged Superstar of the Week, D?
All right, so first up, I've got the quarterback of the New England Patriots, Drake May. Drake maybe.
Drake May.
No points until that's a good one. No points until the fourth quarter in the Super Bowl. Picked off twice and fumbled to go along with 300 yards of passing and was 27 of 43. Not a good showing for your first Super Bowl, Drake May. Drake May, you are my Alleged Superstar of the Week. Number 2, I'm going with head coach of the Patriots, Mike Vrabel, down 12-0 in the third quarter. You get the ball to start the quarter and quickly go 3 and out.
Oops.
I would like to see Tommy Cutlets either warm up on the sideline or maybe go in for a series. Mike Vrabel, you are my alleged superstar of the week. And number 3, the Patriots offensive line. 6 sacks, 14 pressures, 79 yards rushing, and no points in the first half. Patriots offensive line, you are my alleged superstar of the week. What do you got, Z?
I mean, good choices. I mean, you really can't.
Got a
go
theme
wrong.
there.
I sensed that.
What I was cooking.
I was picking up what you were putting down. 100%. I'm going to start with the NBA. The trade deadline comes and goes. And what was the biggest story? What was the biggest? Where will he go? Where will he end up? Giannis, right? Like,
yeah.
Sure, it's going to happen. It's going to
During
happen.
Super Bowl week. Really convenient.
Absolutely. Motherfucker doesn't get traded. Of all this, will he or won't he? Where's he going to go? What are they going to get for him? The answer is Ugats, because he didn't move. And starts sending text messages like, I'm a buck, 100%, until the next time. And then they're going to start this bullshit over again. What is it about Wisconsin, man? Like, Brett Favre did it, Aaron Rodgers did it, and now Giannis is doing it. Like, what the hell is going on in Wisconsin? Wisconsin people, explain this to me. Explain it like I'm a 5-year-old. Why does everyone want to get the hell out? Why is every star athlete you have want to get the fuck out? Explain this to me. Freddie Peralta, too. Freddie Peralta's a Met now.
Freddie P.
Let's go. Let's go. We kid because we love. But, NBA, you are my alleged superstar of the week. Number 2, the New York Rangers. 10 cents on the dollar, retaining 50% of Artemi Panarin's salary, getting a good prospect, but not a great haul for a guy that's led your team in scoring 3 consecutive seasons. A third that could become a second, an extra fourth, and then a fourth round. No, Chris Drury, you missed the mark again. You're gonna trade Trocheck for what? Like a ham sandwich? Like, what are you gonna trade Zibanejad for? Carton of smokes? Like, what are we doing here? It's gotta be your bull. You gotta get a good look at your butcher. I don't understand what you're doing. I don't trust your talent evaluation. I don't trust your ability to bring in quality players. I don't trust your ability to communicate with those players once they're here. New York Rangers, you are my alleged superstar of the week. And number 3, I gotta go with Will Campbell. Left tackle, New England Patriots. Old T-Rex arms did not have a great day. Guys were bullying him right back into Drake May. Drake May had nowhere to go. This kid had no answers. And then he started getting happy with his feet with false starts. Just a bad showing all around. Yes, I understand you had a knee issue. Yes, I understand you've been embattled all year. Yes, I know that Mike Vrabel is sticking with you. And yes, I understand that you're a rookie and you can get better. But you could not have had a worse day on Sunday. Will Campbell, you are my alleged superstar of the week. I think Bad Bunny has longer arms than Will Campbell. Maybe he can play left tackle.
I got a bonus one for you. Got a bonus.
Hit me.
Got a bonus. Got a bonus alleged superstar of the week for you. How about Rockies first baseman Chris Bryant?
Oh, God.
Start spring training on the 60-day IL. Will be out at least the first 57 games of the season. Bryant, who played only 11 games last season, has played in 170 games in the first 4 years of his 7-year, $182 million contract. Chris Bryant, you are my alleged superstar of the week.
Somebody's got to pick up where Tony Rendon left off, man.
That's the new Tony Rendon.
Oh my God. So you're saying I'm a bitch.
So you're saying I'm a bitch.
So you're saying I'm a bitch. You know what? Since we're doing honorable mentions, I'm throwing Derek Carr in there. I'm throwing Derek Carr in there. Who
depends on the situation.
What? Well, it depends on what? Fuck yes, fuck off. That's the situation. I will take
Derek Carr calls us hang up.
Exactly. When you get no, that's not the answer we want. Hang up. I will take Mark Sanchez doing wind sprints in Indianapolis, fighting over parking, over Derek Carr, 100% healthy.
Derek Carr thinks what clout this man must think he has, and he gets to pick what his future is.
You can't. There's no shot to call here. There's absolutely no shot to call. The only shot you can call. Right.
What, like the whole team gets decimated?
You know, a few years back when Kendall Hinton had to start for the Broncos because all their quarterbacks got COVID. Yeah, that would have there. Then you would have. There you go. There's the situation where we're going to give Derek Carr a call. You know, I call Cam Newton before I call Derek Carr. There we go.
Oh, Phillip Rivers, who was retired for like 4 or 5 years over calling Derek Carr.
This man got a new he got a new lease on his insurance. Like, let's put it that way. So, Derek Carr, I don't understand where you're coming from, man.
He could barely move. If you watch Phillip Rivers play, he could barely move.
And he was probably more mobile than Derek Carr. Derek Carr, you are my alleged superstar of the week.
Drug test that man.
This guy's a fucking riot. He should play the Sphere. Jesus Christ.
Only place I'll go is New Orleans. Well, that's great, Derek, because they're the only team that's going to take you right now. Not even the New York Jets want you.
And even then, look at that. Tyler Shook. So I guess he did his job. Like
Tyler Shook, did he win offensive? Who won rookie
of the year? I think he was rookie of the year.
Man.
There you go. Still, not taking Derek Carr over Tyler Shook. So there's that. Maybe the Falcons will take him. Maybe they're gonna cut Cousins. Like maybe they don't seem to love Penix. Like Matt Ryan doesn't seem to love Penix. Maybe Derek. I don't know. Maybe.
Dude has never been in a playoff game. He's never even made it to one.
I just don't get it. The one game he made, he didn't play in. There you go. That's Derek Carr in a nutshell. I think we said our piece. Go to our X account at FadeRouteDNZ. Go to our Instagram poll at FadeRoutePodcast and vote. And vote and vote and vote. And for our nominees.
You're better than that. Just do better. Just do better.
This has been the Fade Route with DNZ. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Catch our podcast on Wednesday nights on Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, or wherever you listen to your podcast. So until next time, stay fade, everyone.
Time for us to run the go route. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks for listening to this episode of our podcast. If you liked what you heard and you want to hear more, be sure to like and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. Leave us a review, rate us 5 stars, turn on subscription notifications, and share on social media. Tell your friends and spread the word.